Hi, today I'm going to show you how to solve problem 23 from the 2016 Math Kangaroo grades 5 to 6. Here's the problem. What's the greatest number of shapes of the form look like this, with 3 squares on the bottom and a square on top, can be cut out of a 5 by 5 square? And so here we have a 5 by 5 square. And so one of the first things we can do is we can see that a 5 by 5 square is going to have 25 small squares, because 5 times 5 is 25, so there'll be 25 squares like of this size. And we know that each shape like this is going to take up 4 small squares. We see that here, 1, 2, 3, 4. And so if we somehow can use up all the possible space, then 25, we can't have more than 25 divided by 4 of these. There just isn't enough squares for that. So 25 divided by 4 is going to be equal to 6 1/4. And we can't have a quarter one of these, that doesn't count, so we can just have 6 or less. It's still possible that we can't fit 6 in because it's not just any 4 little squares, they have to be arranged in this way. But if we find a way to put in 6, we know we're done. There can't possibly be 7. So if we look at 6, and we try to fit in 6 squares here in this big square, we can just sort of see, well, what's a first thing we could do? So we could say that this is the first shape we make. It doesn't really matter. Now at this point, we see that we have 2 here, and then there's 2 here. So we could put in another shape like this so that these 2 fit in there. That way we're not leaving any holes. And now on the top part here, this shape happens to fit. Then we can go to the next part and try to make it fit. So we could put a shape here, but then it would be harder. We'd be leaving out some squares here, and a lot would be left there. But if we kind of decide to give up on the square, since we know we get an extra one anyway, since we have that extra square, since only 24 is divisible by 4 and 25 isn't, we can kind of leave this out. And we can try to instead fit in a piece like this. And now, at this point, we have this 2 by 4 row here, and we can fill that out with 2 of these. One like this, and one like this. And so we found a way to fit 6 of these shapes in, and we know we can't fit more than that. So the answer is D, 6. Thank you.